Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Joy. If you're new here, I'm a certified mat Pilates instructor, and so far I've been breaking down the Classical Pilates series. We've started off with the 100, the roll up, and now we're going to do the roll over. In this video, I will be building up the roll over in form of blocks, if you could say. So I'm going to start off with the prep, so you understand how this works. And then we get to the rollover in a 90 degree, then a 45 degree, and then the whole classical version. So if you're ready and excited and have a beautiful weather like I do, get your mat and let's get rolling. Okay, so we're just gonna roll down slightly. So our mats, if you can hear the birds chirping, that's amazing. I still kept that in here. So basically, I just want you to take a couple of breaths here. Inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth, inhaling through your nose, and exhaling through your mouth. Another thing I want you to just notice here is your spine curve. Like, you're not pressing into the mat, you're not arching your lower back away from the mat, you're just relaxed and living your best life. To start off with the prep, I want you to know the difference between an imprinted spine and a neutral spine. And I know I've taught this before, but this is very important for this rollover prep. So we're going to try to press our lower back into the mat. That's an imprinted spine. And then you release and come back to how you were. That is a neutral spine. So if you want to try what that feels like again, so you're just going to press your lower back into the mat. And if you notice, your core is already engaged by default. And release back to neutral. Now, without spending much time here, we're just going to lift our legs towards the sky. In my case, for you, it could be a ceiling, and you're just going to cross your legs over each other and keep a soft bend in your knees. Now, you're also going to press your arms firmly beside you because they're really here for support. Now, first things first is we're going to try to lift our tailbone off of the mat slightly and come back down. Your tailbone is literally the end here of your spine. Basically, picture lifting your bum off of the mat if you're not very anatomical. Now, let's try to do this with breaths, okay? So we're going to inhale down here through our nose, and on our exhale with our mouth, lift your bum off of the mat and drop. Let's go again. And drop. And drop. The purpose of this exercise here is to strengthen your core and also for spine mobility and flexion here. So let's go for 2 more. Last one. And drop. Now, if you're struggling with that, with like actually just, having a bit of a tilt here, if you do have a pillow or a soft ball, you can put it under here to support you. I don't have the props here, but you can try it and just see that it gives you that bit of assist with elevation before you come back down. Or you could hold something heavy behind you. If you have a pole, if you don't, get someone's legs and just grab onto that. And that helps you take the pressure off of your lower back. For visualization, imagine someone has attached strings to your big toes and they're pulling you in the opposite direction. So when you inhale to start, exhale, they're starting to pull you, your core is lifting, and you can feel that connection, and then come back down. So that gives you a focus point as you're going, okay? So let's try 3 more times with that visualization. So inhale, prepare. Exhale. They're pulling, they're pulling, they're pulling. Your core is lifting and they've released you. Go again, pulling, pulling. And lower. One more time. And lower. So that's the roll over prep. Now let's get to the rollover in a 90-degree angle. What do I mean by 90-degree angle? Your legs are literally up here, straight up towards the sky. Okay? So now, before we do anything, let's do a recap here. So in this case, you don't really need to press your lower back in there, or you could for support if you want to get your legs overhead. But now we're just going to try to remain in a neutral spine. The sun is burning my eyes. Okay, so let's keep your legs straight up towards the sky or the ceiling, pointing your foot and pressing your thighs, your legs together so there's one unit. You're also going to press your arms firmly on the mat to support you. Everything is connected to the core as it stands, okay? So if you're ready, let's go for this one. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. Imagine that string thing again, but this time they're pulling you all the way over your head until your legs are literally parallel to the floor. And now we're gonna roll back down slowly, bone by bone. We're not gonna slam on the mat. We're just gonna return back to the 90-degree position. Okay? If that was exciting, let's do it again. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, let's roll over, roll over, roll over, roll over. And make sure you're balancing on your upper back, not your neck, okay? So now let's roll back down all the way, vertebra by vertebra. Coming back to the 90-degree. Let's go for a few more reps. Exhale, tip over. And now let's roll back down. One thing I want to mention here is that your rollover might not look like anybody else's rollover, might not look like mine, but just make sure you're taking these cues seriously and you're not hurting yourself, okay? You don't need to go all the way up to your neck. You're just balancing on your thoracic spine. For English translation, that means your upper back. Okay? Let's do 2 more. That string's just pulled you all the way over. Let's roll back down. Slowly. Vertebra by vertebra. Spine bone by spine bone. Back to 90-degree. And you can see that your core is helping you to lift on your exhale. Great job, everybody. Now let's roll back down slowly. As a progression, you can bring your feet to a 45-degree angle. Your legs. I don't know why I keep saying feet. Very annoying. Your legs. So a 45-degree angle to start off with. You can already feel that your core is engaged from this point on. And now we're gonna roll over. Exhale, tip. And roll back down. Coming back to 45-degree. Let's go again. Exhale, tip. And just making sure that your legs continue to be plastered together so you're not losing that connection you have with your entire body through your limbs. Let's go. And just so you don't look like a mess in general, okay? It's just making it easier for you while you feel the burn. Love it. Let's go. And roll back down. Actually, I want to do one more if you're ready. Last one. As you roll back down. A much harder version is when you're starting from the floor, squeezing your inner thighs together, your legs as well, pressing your arms firmly on the mat. Inhaling to prepare, exhaling, bringing your legs overhead and tipping over. And now we're gonna open our legs, flex our feet, and roll back down slowly. Coming back to starting. It's so difficult, but I love the challenge. Exhale. Abduct your legs, flex your feet, roll back down slowly. If you're an OG, this must be an easy breeze for you. It's just so exciting. The sun is burning my eyes. My pits are sweating. Having natural hot Pilates. I can't believe I just said that on YouTube, but whatever, we'll take it. Tip over. Go. Or if you're comfortable starting here, 45-degree angle, that also works. You can reverse this. Rolling back down. Beautiful job, everybody. So that was it, guys, for the rollover. Again, I would always encourage you to start from the basics to build strength. And it's not just about getting advanced, because sometimes I find that when I go more advanced, I sort of lose core connection. So it's better to take it at the pace that you know your body can start off with and can keep understanding the purpose until you build enough strength to get advanced. So that's it for the rollover in its entirety. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section down below. You can also find me on TikTok at Training Canvas, on Instagram the same as well. And I'll see you in the next video. Who can guess what that is?